Capricorn, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be seeing what's coming in for you for December 2025. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you find this message is when you're supposed to hear it. We will be going over your career and love energies for this month. Only take what resonates, leave what doesn't, never try to force anything to fit. We will be starting, I will be doing my De La Nuit Oracle, and then we will begin into the Tarot De La Nuit deck. Okay. If you would like a personal reading, check out my description box below. There you'll find access to all my socials and how to contact me in order to get a personal reading done, which will be through Moonlight Studios. Okay. And let's begin. I hope you all are having a fantastic month. I hope that you guys are getting all your Christmas shopping done and everything's going good. I feel like most of you have been very busy with that. Okay, so let's get into the career portion first. Spirit, please connect me with, I almost wanted to say Cancer, but Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You could be connected to a Cancer in some way, or you could have Cancer heavily in your chart. You could be emotional right now too. Something about the Cancer moon, either full moon or new moon, could have been important. Check out that reading. I believe I have that on there. So June, July, when I posted for that, I believe it was the Cancer new moon. Could have been the Cancer full moon though. But yeah, check that out. But okay. Spirit, connect me to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for their career. What's going on? We have the Wolf. Okay. That could be why you are emotional. I kind of feel like you could be alone. You might be working a lot. Maybe you feel left out of family functions because you're working so much. I'm getting someone who could be working in retail right now. We have Hansel and Gretel, Alice in Wonderland. The fact that this is like a gingerbread house and we are in Christmas, that's really like standing out for me. It's like you're just going with the flow, trying to get things done, trying to see things through. You've been working really hard. Honestly, I'm kind of picking up on some of you might have multiple jobs. I feel like maybe that's why you're working so much. Maybe you have like a full-time and a seasonal, or a full-time and like a part-time just to get some extra money. Yeah, they're showing me the White Rabbit. We're late. It's like you're freaking out because you're trying to be everywhere at one time and it's really hard. You could also have like kids and stuff, so it's making it even worse because it's like you want to spend time with your kids, but you're just working a lot. I feel like you're doing it also so that like they can have a good Christmas too. They're saying you should be proud of yourself on how well you're handling and managing your time. I know that you might be feeling like, oh, well, I'm a hot mess. What do you mean? Spirit wants you to actually give yourself credit though, because what you're doing is not easy. Okay, Spirit, connect my Tarot De La Nuit with Capricorn's energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's coming in for them for their finances. What's going on? I also just did a new moon reading, so make sure to check those out. Wow, we are having a lot of success right now when it comes to finances and like branching out, and you know, I feel like you're busy, like possibly going on adventures, just really out there right now in the community doing your thing. It's like you have a lot of energy during the day, but at night you're, yeah, they're showing me like you're worn out. Your energy is worn out, and I feel like that's where you're slipping into depression late at night. Like you might be crying or something. I feel like you're getting to that point where you're just gonna have what are they called, a burnout. They're also saying mental breakdown, walking away from something. Wow, okay. Of being so fast and like moving everywhere, like that energy, they're wanting you to calm down with that, if possible. They're saying they don't want you to stress out so much on money. I get the feeling that like you feel like if you stop, then you're not going to see the progress that you like. Okay, so this is very important. This is my success card, okay? Going on new adventures and everything, wanting something new with your life, probably walking away from something old, an old job into a new job. However, they're saying by you keeping yourself busy so much and not like really relaxing, which leads to a burnout, that's where it's going to block your success coming in, because you're not going to be able to continue having that the consistency. Okay, you need to find a good balance between your energy and the work that you're doing, that way you don't have that burnout, because the moment you have that burnout, you're going to lose progress, and then you're going to feel like you falling behind, which is going to lead to the depression. And yeah, you might actually get so frustrated too about the whole situation that you might just like say, okay, I'm done, and walk away, you know, completely. And then you did all of it for nothing, basically. Give yourself time. Yeah, it takes time to do what you're doing. Like, it's the success is not just going to happen overnight. It takes time to build. And you're going to get there. They're showing me the bee. And it's like how they go, okay. They're showing me the bees, and they're showing me how they go from flower to flower to flower, and they pollinate everything, right? Well, once they pollinate, like, then the universe has to do its job, you know, the sun, the moon, like, the changing of the seasons, even, you know, all of that plays a role into the bees pollinating the earth for flowers and stuff to grow. Okay, so that's basically the same thing. It's like your guides, the universe is trying to work with you, and all you need to do is do your job and allow the universe to do its job. Okay, and you have to go by what the universe's timing is and God's timing. You can't just go off of like your own timing, okay? You can't just get it as fast as you want it. It's in God's timing. Quick note, I will be pulling from my name deck at the very end of this video. So tune back in if you don't check out my love portion of the video, because your name could pop out. You never know. Okay, tell me more. Yeah. You're going to find a lot of success about this. You're going to be having a reason to celebrate. You're going to be really happy about this. They want you to keep going. Just balance out your energy better. They're bringing up Tiana and how she was always working and building that pinnacle. But at the same time, like, she was worn out. Okay. And I feel like you building this pinnacle, you're full of different emotions. I feel like that's where the Cancer energy is coming in. That's why there's like burnout energy. Okay, that makes sense. We did just have this new moon. Well, we're having this new moon tonight, actually. I'm recording this on the 19th. So you could be definitely feeling it with this new moon that's coming in. Make sure to check out that other video I just did. There could be a message for you again, but you could be really feeling the effects. I do know for that new moon video that I did, I talk about your power a lot, and I talk about your healing, like what you're doing to bring in the new year. So it's like a whole new chapter for everyone on earth, and like it helps like focus on like what you're going through. So where to put your power, like where to put your focus at on the power that you do have, and then what you need to heal in order to move forward, and what you need to do to get on the right track. Okay, so it does look like you are building something. Moon. Notice how it was upside down too. I take that as new moon because the moon is hidden. Okay, spirit. Yeah, you're building something. You're building a sturdy foundation. That way it doesn't fall. Okay, so you got to take it slow sometimes. You can't just rush into it, because if you rush into it, you might miss a step, and then boom, there it goes. There goes the tower, you know. But they are saying that something about this new moon is going to make it where you have to put up some kind of boundary of some sort, and you're walking away from something. Okay, so yeah, make sure to check out that reading. The power cards, there's something about the power cards, whatever that message was in there, I don't remember. The moment I move on to a different reading, it completely, like my mind is wiped clean of the other reading. Some like little sparks of information might pop up, but normally it doesn't, because I clear out that energy so I can bring in the next reading. But it does look like there's something that you're going to walk away from this year going on into the next year. We have King of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. Businessman, businesswoman even. You're ending something. Some kind of conflict. That's putting a block up in front of your finances. There's some kind of conflict that is affecting your finances, and you're getting rid of it, or at least trying to move out of that energy. And it could be a mindset too. It could be a mindset. I feel like, again, this could be talking about, because the Chariot was reversed. So it's like, slow down. Don't rush too much on what you're trying to do, because it could cause burnout. By you doing that, by you not rushing, is making it where you'll be more stable in the upcoming like days, years, for whatever you're doing in your career. And it will also help like put an end to what's blocking this conflict, that's blocking you. That burnout, yeah. Queen of Swords. You might have a lot of ideas when it comes to your success and your money and everything. They're saying maybe like keep that to yourself and let it marinate, instead of like bringing it up to everyone that you come into contact with. Family, friends, you know, that way it encourages you more to put the motivation into whatever you're doing rather than just talking about it. I hope that makes sense. It'll help move you towards that success and out of stagnation. See, Tower, but it was upside down. Okay, tell me more about this Tower. I feel like there's a realization too that just there's something from the past that wasn't for you, and that's why you have to end things. Healing from something, something that, okay. Something that could have been seen as like a normal job, or just like, I feel like whatever was supposed to fall in the past, it was supposed to, like, and you're trying to hold on to it, but they're wanting you to walk away. There's a reason why it was supposed to happen. um this could have been something you're really committed to, but it was supposed to fall, and you're supposed to learn something and heal from this whole situation. You walking away was actually for your greatest good because it protected you in the long run. I feel like it wasn't stable enough with your energy for it to stay in your life. um new Something new is definitely coming in, something that's going to be stable, okay, and something that you're going to love. Wow. Okay. I did notice the Ace of Cups was upside down. You might be revisiting this old idea of yours, but you might see that there's no movement forward because it leaves you in a lack of mindset. Okay. So I feel like if you're really determined to do what you're wanting to do with this old situation, they are saying maybe relook at the situation to rebuild it. They're telling me that you could possibly still go into like this kind of work, whatever you're trying to do, but it's like you need to rework the whole foundation, that way it's sturdier, so that you don't have issues later on, so it's a success. It's like you're more aware. Yeah, learning information on what to do to make things work for you and for your business, or your job title or whatever. Three of Cups. Again, be careful on like who you tell your stuff to, your friends, your family, because you might have a tendency of talking about it, but then once you talk about it, like, you don't move towards it. You need to actually like not talk and let it marinate and let it, and then like take action instead of just talking about it. Movement through, yeah. I still feel like this is like in and out energy. I feel like you're not 100% certain on like what to do, on like where to go. I feel like you want to. They want you to take charge of the situation so you can turn this Knight of Wands into a King of Wands, is what they're telling me. Leadership, and just take control, take the bull by the horns, basically. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for this reading. We do have Libra, Pisces, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer. Yeah, those are the signs I'm seeing. I'm going to pull from my focus deck. What messages should they be focusing on right now, Spirit? Okay. They are saying that you do need to be cleansed. That's a big one. I feel like you are really emotional because you're so determined to make this stuff work. But the thing is that like your determination is making it where you're very emotional about this, and so your feelings are everywhere about this, and you're clouded on your sight. like your vision towards this. If you were to like calm down and like meditate, like cleanse yourself, that will bring you answers, where you can rebuild this whole foundation, basically where you can save it without crashing out. Okay. um is what they're telling me, because it feels like this could work, this could be very successful. It's like they're beginning the reading out with like, okay, look, first things first, this is going to be successful, but these are all the other things that you have to work on for it to be successful. Okay. So yeah, I just feel like you have a lot of stuff going on right now. Chaotic, definitely chaotic energy. You could definitely be your own business person. The wolf is, there, it's always the lone wolf. So you could be your own business person. You could just be trying to like build. That could be important. Tiana, she was also her own business person. She was trying to build her dream. So that makes a lot of sense to me. Alice, she was not so much business person, but she was wanting to like break free from, society standards and everything like that. And she wanted to do her own thing and explore and everything. So Hansel and Gretel, I'm getting like a trapped energy. It's like you don't want to be trapped. You want to be free to do what you're going to do. Enjoy life. So I'm going to pull from my focus deck. Think of 2 questions, label them 1 and 2. They will be yes or no questions. If we don't get the cards for those questions, then I will pull from my pink deck. Okay, Spirit, connect this deck to Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Capricorn. See, Cancer, that's crazy. June, okay. So maybe June is the one I was thinking of. I think it's July though, to be honest, but who knows, we'll see. June could be something else, to be honest. There's definitely some kind of business contract coming in. So they're also talking about like something about like borrowing money. Somebody might be borrowing money to make business happen. So we have business contract, May could be important. That's Taurus and Gemini. We have mother could be important. Breakthrough. You're going to be having a breakthrough once you like calm down and ground, center yourself. Third party situation, so somebody else is involved. You could be really stressed out because of your mother or whoever else is involved. This third party, you might be so determined to like make things happen that you're kind of like stressing about it. 888, balance, everything is falling into place. We have a friend is important. Stop and think. Okay. We have Capricorn, your energy. They are changing. I take this as like things are changing. The energies are changing. Okay. They're showing me the bees. They're showing me the seasons and how they're changing. We are in winter, normally this is when a lot of things are like not seen for now. But things are like going to start popping up during the springtime. That's when things like get pollinated. Like I feel like it's already getting pollinated right now though. I feel like there's a seed that's growing, like it's under the soil, staying warm, and then it's going to shoot out during spring. We have 333, support. Your guides are sending you love, support, and guidance. We have 5, change, something new is coming in for you. We have Gemini. They said something about AI Gemini. Interesting. Gemini is June and May, but they were saying something about AI Gemini. You could look up, like if you're looking up for business stuff, you could like type in like what you're looking up on AI Gemini or even like Chat GPT and get ideas on like how to make your business successful. Like get ideas on like what can I add to this business, and then I'll give you like a list of ideas if you're like stumped, you know, and don't know what to do. We have message in a bottle, let go and surrender. So if something falls off, let it fall off. Okay, there's a reason why it was supposed to. It wasn't stable to begin with. It needed that tower, whatever is falling off, was supposed to fall off, but so that you can rebuild later. Okay, Venus sign, you could have your Capricorn in Venus. June is important. 444 protection. You are protected. June is Gemini and Cancer. 222 alignment. You are in the right place at the right time. Grandma could be important. Cancer is important. That is June and July. Moon sign, you could be Capricorn moon. We have Aquarius. That is, they just said your Aquarius could be moon. You could have a moon Aquarius. But Aquarius is February and January. We have August, which is Leo and Virgo. February, which is Aquarius and Pisces. Leo, August, and July, divine timing, like I was talking about. And then we have cleanse yourself. Yeah, again, cleanse yourself. You could do that with trees. You could do that with sage, frankincense, palo santo. Yeah. So we didn't get any yes or no's. So I will pull from my pink deck. Spirit, can you please connect Capricorn to this deck, to their questions? Can you please give me the answers to their questions 1 and 2? Label your questions 1 and 2. That way, the order that they pop out is the order that they will be answered in. Okay. It just said speaker. I don't know, something about speaker. That's weird. Like speak up. Okay. Pause if you need more time for your questions. Maybe ask your questions out loud. Okay. Question number 1. Question number 2. Okay, so question number 1 is Knight of Cups, charming, artistic, mediator, caring, romantic offers. And this question is a yes. This answer is a yes. This is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy. And then we have, for question number 2, we got 5 of Wands, conflict, rivals, arguments, tension, clash of ego. And this is Leo energy. The answer is no. You could be clashing a lot with whomever you're like talking to about this idea, about this business, especially if you work with your mother, your grandma, a friend. I feel like there could just be like a clash of like ideas or something, and that needs to be worked over. Okay, that way you guys can come to agreement if you guys are like working together in a team. Okay, but that was your career reading. Just so you know, I am an artist. I have a series out called Crystal Beast, and the first one is Crystal Beast, Journey to the Secrets of the Amazon Rainforest. It is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart.com. And Moonlight Studios, of course. When you order through Moonlight Studios, 15% of proceeds will go back to the animals and the environment. So if you're interested in that, check that out. That's below. I also have a coloring book that is in relation to the first book. It is a 12 books series. So there will be more coming out. Me and my sister are working on the second one right now. That's going to be Journey to the Lost City of Atlantis. But yeah, as I have a coloring book for the first book, and then I will be also making a baby book too. Here's the book. This is the first book. Each of the characters, there's different animals in different realms, and this is the main one. He's the one that awakens all the other ones. But he goes on his journey. He finds his crystal and he transforms into his higher self, and then he defeats the issue that's going on in his climate. And the issue is caused by humans, and all of them. It's caused by humans. It's to help teach children the importance of taking care of our environment and the animals and the world, you know. But yeah, so again, it's a children's book. So yeah, if you're interested in that, check that out. At the very end, there's fun facts about the jungle. Yeah, so there's that. And then we have the coloring book. Here's my coloring book. And then has activities too. But it goes A through Z for all the animals in the jungle. And there's information in regards to the animal on the back. That way if the kid wants to like tear it out to color, the information stays with the paper. But yeah. And then these activities actually relate back to my book. So super excited about this. Arrow's word search. This is all about the book as well. Tic-tac-toe. Arrow's crossword puzzle. Yeah, in order to know these answers, like you have to have the book. However, there's coloring and all that for all these animals. Teaches the kids about everything. We're also able to make puppets, jungle puppets, and draw their favorite Amazon animal friend. And then at the end, there is an answer key and then a QR code to visit my shop for when I drop other books. Let's see, your Capricorn, yours is about, let's see, Capricorn Willow. So she's a fox and she's from Niagara Falls. Hers is really cool. She's a shaman. She deals with curing the water because there's poison that's in the water. So yeah, I also do markets where I sell my books, of course, and then keychains and my line that's called Jungle Babies. They're crocheted animals, so you can go ahead and adopt them too. They come with adoption certificates and then little info sheets about the animal itself. When you actually adopt one of those animals, 15% of proceeds go back to that specific animal. I do find sanctuaries around the world and I donate that money to them. And then we also have my other line, which is called Jungle Buddies. And these are actually backpacks. Crocheted bags. All handmade. They do not have a pattern. I don't follow patterns. I do everything by hand. So with these guys, the head pops off. And then the body is the bag. On the inside, I do put a liner in here. That way nothing can fall out. Like if you put pencils or something in here, because with the yarn, like eventually, potentially, there could be like a little hole or something from the yarn that divides. I try to make it tight stitching. That way that doesn't happen. But, you know, with time it can happen. But I have a liner in here so things stay together and the yarn doesn't get pulled apart. This guy is not done. He is a bat. He is still a work in progress. I have to do his wings, his tails, and his feet. But yes, when someone purchases him, 15% of proceeds will go back to the bat sanctuary. that I found. So yeah. And let's see, I have stickers. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I have stickers. They're holographic. I also have keychains that are holographic as well. I try to stick with the Moonlight Studio brand when I get these made. All the art is done by me. I own all of it. My sister is the writer. We collab about the story. We both come up with the storyline, but this is Chase and Milo, Arrow's brothers. This is Arrow. He's the main character. This is Mira, his mother. And then Arrow turns into the beast. And him transforming. But they are double-sided. So yeah. And then they all have the moonlight pendant. The moon pendant, sorry. To go with Moonlight Studios. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you're interested, check that out. And let's go ahead and get into your love portion of the reading. Okay, Spirit, can you go ahead and tell me what's going on with the love portion of Capricorn's reading? What is going on with their love energies for December 2025? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a timeless message, though, so whenever they find this message is when they're supposed to hear it. It's not only about December. It's from whenever they find the message. What's going on with Capricorn's love situation? Baba Yaga? What's going on? I'm getting somebody was hurt. Somebody was hurt and now they're hiding away. What's going on? Hansel and Gretel. They were deceived. They felt like they were deceived. They were tricked into thinking that someone was good and they're actually bad. They're being used for money, possibly. Damn. Somebody was being used for money. Anything else? We have Jack and the Beanstalk. Okay. So the important thing to note on this, yeah, they hurt you and everything. I'm sorry that they did that to you. Spirit wants you to know that you have grown from this situation, though. You learned a very important lesson. And even though they might have taken something from you, like especially when it comes with your finances, you're going to get so much more in the future. You growing is actually going to lead you to, they're showing me the golden goose for Jack and the Beanstalk. Notice how he was poor and everything, and then he went to, what was it, town or whatever, sold his cow for some magic beans. He brought it back home, he planted an idea, and then it grew. And it led him to the giant's castle, which actually led him to the golden goose, and then he got the golden, or led him to the goose that laid golden eggs, and he brought down the eggs and he was rich. Okay, I feel like you are in the process of already having this beanstalk. I feel like the deception was trading your cow, like what you had. The only thing that you had, and you gave it away to help somebody else. And in return, you got the magic beans. Okay. And they thought that they were getting something over on you. Whoever you're dealing with, I feel like they thought that they were getting something over on you. They're trying to take from you, but in reality, it's going to work out for your best interest, because not only did you learn a lesson, but now you're going to be getting rewarded in the end. But I do feel like you feel scared right now. I feel like that's your energy at this moment in time, because you don't trust anymore. You don't see this blessing that's coming in for you. There's going to be light shining. There's going to be a lot of happiness to be had. You're going to get abundance tenfold, is what they're telling me. Okay, Spirit. Tell me more with the tarot. What's going on with their love life? Okay, I'm going to have to pause for a second. There's a cat outside my window. Just a minute. Sorry about that. My cat doesn't know whether she wants to be outside or inside. We put her outside and then she gets mad after 5 minutes and comes back inside. So, okay. Here we go. Love portion of the reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Capricorn, please. Tell me what's going on with this situation. Six of Cups. You're reminiscing about the past, about what has happened. Knight of Pentacles. You're very slow to move forward with anyone else because you have trust issues now. You don't fully trust anymore. High Priestess, your intuition is telling you be cautious of people because you've been done wrong in the past. You're starting to come out of the dark night of the soul, though. They want you to remember that, like, it's not always going to be dark. Like, things are going to get better. You're transforming. This was a lesson to be had. Hanged Man, you are currently in stagnation, though, from moving fully into the light because you still need to work through those trust issues that you have with people. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, like I said. Notice how it goes towards beanstalk and then wish fulfillment is on the beanstalk. It's because you're getting something that you don't even know. Holy crap. Wow. You're stuck right now, but you don't realize what's coming. They're saying something about your dreams could be actually telling you, but you don't know if you can trust it. It's like you want to trust it because your intuition is telling you something is coming, but you're being very slow to trust because you're scared of getting hurt. You're like, well, what if I'm wrong? You have a lover coming in. This is going to be a really strong, if they're not in your life already, you have them coming in soon. This is a very strong soul connection with you. 10 of Pentacles, honestly, they could be rich. But they could have a very strong foundation themselves. They don't have any need to take from you. Okay. This is somebody that you can actually trust. They have their own money. They don't need to take from you. Again, very strong soul connection with this person. Could be a Leo, Gemini. You're going to be defensive though, because you're not fully out of this dark energy yet. You're kind of afraid of being taken advantage of. Holy crap. Yeah, you're afraid that the past is going to repeat itself. What else? You need to heal from this. That way you can bring in this wish fulfillment that you're asking for because it's coming. The universe is trying to give it to you. But they're bringing up that meme with Jesus, well, God, and then the little girl holding the small teddy bear. And God actually has a bigger teddy bear for you. You did have to lose something in order to gain something better. Okay, and that's kind of like how this situation is. But you also lost trust. That's where you need to rebuild because not everyone is going to treat you like that. Damn. I was going to say, damn, girl. It's time to be radiant and shining and confident in like what is going on. Make sure stay confident in yourself, you know, and what you have to offer. Obviously, like, look for those red flags when you do see them, when they do show themselves. But ultimately, like, you're going to be good. Okay. The universe is going to grant you a lot of abundance. Yeah, see, justice is to be had. But you got to allow it to come in. They're saying that you're not allowing it to come in. So it's like, how can justice be served if you're not allowing it to come in? You're blocking it from coming in. So it's like once this lover comes in, that's when the justice will be served. But the thing is that you are too scared to allow someone into your energy because you're afraid that they're going to do the same thing. That's not what's going to happen. Okay. You need to go within. you're gonna know this person too. And what I mean by that is that you not like, how do I put this? Um, you may not know them right now, but it's like you're gonna know their energy once they come in. You're gonna just feel that it's okay to trust them. It's okay to trust yourself to trust them, you know. I feel like you just don't trust yourself on your judgments right now. Um, that makes a lot of sense. Judgment in hangman position. You're scared of trusting again because of this. So you're gonna be fine though. It's all gonna be okay. Um okay. You could have a King of Swords or a King of Cups coming in for you. You could have two people. King of Swords is not Aries. It's air energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then King of Cups is Scorpio, um, Pisces, and Cancer. But they're also saying that you feel more strong when you are in your like logical mindset rather than like wearing your heart on your sleeve. So you're kind of more protective of your heart now. You don't wear your heart on your sleeve anymore because you're afraid of being taken advantage of. Um Yeah, it's all about like just taking your time with these people, taking things slow and learning about them. Okay, you're going to notice the red flags when if any red flags come out, you're going to notice them. So, it's like don't be quick to jump into like helping someone out like, "Hey, I need $100 to pay my bill. Can I get that from you?" Like don't just like give to them. You know, be like, well, if you can spare it, then you're going to do what you're going to do. But like, be more discerning on like, if you want to help them, don't expect to get that money back. That way you don't get hurt. You know what I mean? That way you stay more in control of your own emotions rather than like controlling them per se. And then if they don't pay you back, you know, like, okay, well, this person, they're not true to their word, so why should I be with them? You know, so if you do decide to like lend this person money, um, just be like, I expect to be paid back. And if they say, yeah, sure, no problem, and then they turn out they don't, okay, well, there's your answer. That person is not your person. And it saves you time in the long run. And maybe instead of like 100, be like, I can give you 20, you know, something that's more affordable for you. Um, I guess use those as like little tests just to see. That way you stay in control of your own emotions and you are also building your own trust with that too. Um, but yeah, that's something you could do. If you have a better option, then try that instead. Um, I don't know if you know that you've been closed off. I kind of feel like there's some things that you haven't healed yet because they're not known to you. This could also result from things from like your past, your childhood. Um, but once you step into this radiant power of yours, this confidence that you gain back, that's when your wishes are going to be coming true. You're going to have a lot of success with this. Justice again is going to be served. You're going to be good. You're just really scared of this tower, of things failing again, and you getting trapped in your mindset. I feel like you're kind of scared of your mind because you get really depressed. Also, like financially, you really got hurt. Whoever did this really hurt you. You're trying to build your finances back up. See, it's an end of a cycle. That's no longer something that you need to worry about. They don't want you to put your mental energy towards that anymore. The karmic wheel is turning. Things are changing for you. You need to heal that about yourself now. That way that this other new thing that's coming in can be brought in. You're going to be moving through this. Okay, everything's going to turn out good. You're eventually going to move through this. You need to heal that broken heart of yours, though. You need to focus on healing that heart. I do recommend wearing rose quartz crystal and staying in your truth. They're also saying like voice it out. They're also saying like rose quartz crystal for the bracelet, you know, keep it on you, or a necklace or something that you can keep on you to help heal you. But also like when you sleep, put it by your bed or something. But they're also saying like journaling can help you too. Maybe just talking like to a therapist or whatever could help you as well. But getting that heartbreak out, voicing it, you know, that's going to help you purge it. um Definitely like a journal or something. And then if, so that you don't keep that energy near you, after you write everything down, burn it, you know. Obviously do it safely, in a safe like fire container, away from anything that's flammable. Make sure you have a cup of water near you, you know what I mean, or a hose or something. But yeah, that's what they're suggesting that you do for this whole situation. That way the universe can bring in this abundance for you. Okay. So we have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. We have, again, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries and Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra and Pisces, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces. Yeah, those are the main ones that I see. So you could be dealing with any of those signs. Somebody new could be coming in with that sign, or it could have been the person in your past. You could have that highly in your chart. Yeah, so just take that as you will. And we're going to pull from my focus deck. I am getting that they might try to come back in to see if they can play with your emotions again. Don't let them back in. That's only for some of you, not all of you. One of whoever you're dealing with might have the fucking balls to come back and try to reuse you to manipulate you again, but don't allow it to happen. Block them, cut that cord. If you need to do a candle cord cutting, you can do that. I'll put info about that on the board right now. Okay, Spirit. Focus messages for Capricorn when it comes to this love reading, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Make sure you think of 2 questions, yes and no questions. Label them 1 and 2. The order that they pop out is the order that they will be answered. Pause the video if you need more time. They're saying the 12-12 self-identity, stepping into your power and purpose, is about you like finding out who you are. You know you're a good person. You're willing to help people out. You just gotta learn how to be more discerning on who you help and not allow people to take advantage of you. And I feel like this is that lesson that you have to learn, basically how to have a backbone. Not saying you don't have one, but I'm saying like on how to be more strong, on saying like, no, you might be a little bit of like a people pleaser, to be honest. Sorry, I'm an Aries, I'm very blunt, so I call it as I'm seeing it, or any kind of energies that I'm picking up on. Of course, it's not for everyone, but that is for someone out there. I am getting like people pleasing energy, where people see that and they take advantage of people that do that. I've also struggled with that a lot in my life. So I have a tendency of people pleasing, and I had to put up boundaries and say no. Like, I want to help you. Yes, I have a big heart, but the thing is no. And I don't have to give you a reason. The answer is just no. Okay. No is an answer. Okay. So yeah, 12-12 self-identity, stepping into your power and purpose. I feel like this is where you're going to gain more power. With who you are, and making sure people don't like take advantage of you. We have unfinished business. Again, I feel like somebody's going to possibly come in and try to do this again to you. They want you to reignite that spark. In love, okay? So don't allow one person to ruin everything in your life, your whole love situation, because not everyone is like that. Aquarius could be significant. That is February and January. Cheater. Somebody could have cheated on you and took your money. We have friend. Maybe they cheated with a friend. Aries, which is March and April. We have 111, intuition, trust your gut and listen to your heart. You could be a rising sign, Capricorn. New love is coming in for you, like I said. Father could be important. This person could have been the father of your children. We have 222 alignment. You're in the right place at the right time. Gemini could be important. That is June and May. We have 1111, spiritual awakening. You're on the right path. Libra, which is October and September. Manifesting your dreams. Soulmate is coming in for you. December is Sagittarius and Capricorn. This whole situation was supposed to be a short term, not long term. So the longer you hold on to it and don't heal from it, it's turning more into a long term experience. So the new thing can't come in. So just keep that in mind. We do have 1010. Hope what you're trying to manifest is coming closer to you. And it says they are coming back correct. I feel like it's not the person that's coming back correct. I feel like the energies are being corrected. Okay. Very two different things. So in other words, like your life is getting back on track on where it's supposed to be. Okay. So think of 2 questions. Label them 1 and 2. Okay, Spirit. Question number 1, please, for Capricorn. Question number 2 for Capricorn. Thank you. Question number 1, we have Knight of Swords. Big change, honest, rebellious, impulsive, perfectionist. This is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. The answer is yes. For the second question, we have Wheel of Fortune, changes, cycles, decisive moment, luck, unexpected events. And the answer is yes. However, this was upside down. So lack of control, unwanted changes, and delays. Right now, I do feel like there's a delay. Now, these energies could be relating back to your questions for question number 1 and question number 2. So this is Pisces energy right here. Okay, and then this one's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And now we're going to pull from my name deck. If you would like your name added to my deck, I do have a Patreon. It's $10 a month. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff that's included in that. Bonus readings, extended readings, pendulum questions that can be answered, charmed intuition readings. You also get a discount when you purchase a personal reading from me. And you also, when you first join, you send me an email with your name. And then I will give you, also with your astrology sign too, for the extended readings. But I will be giving you a mini reading. Okay, 15 minutes recorded. You can also send me in that same email like what you want the reading to be about. If you're dealing with somebody, give me like your name, their name. You could give a little brief description on what's going on. If you want to try to get like down to the rooted issue or whatever you're trying to do. If not, you can just make it more general. Just say, okay, this is my name, my person's name, what's going on, you know. It's really up to you. But if you decide to only be a member for 1 month, that's fine too. If you decide to unsubscribe, your name will stay in my deck, which I use for all the astrological monthly readings for the signs. I will not take that card out. And on top of that, if you are wanting to be a member for more than 1 month, like say you renew it the 2nd month, shoot me an email and let me know, hey, I'm renewing and I want to add another name to your deck. And then just add the second person. It could be anyone that you know, anything. Just the first name though, not the last name. Okay, guys, let's get this going. Spirit, connect with Capricorn for these cards for both the career and the love reading. What names could possibly be dealing with this situation? I always go through this deck twice Just make sure you get as many names as possible out, because there could be a lot of people watching this. If your name doesn't pop out, it doesn't mean that this is not for you. It just means that you already got enough confirmation about everything. And or your name just might not be in the deck, you know. This could be your first name, your last name, your middle name, nickname, friend's name, you know, just anything. If you're thinking about like a friend while watching this reading, and their name popped out, that's just clarification that yes, that message was for you. Okay. Got a lot of the deck out this time. Okay. So we have Mia or Maya, Aiden, Daniel, John, Amelia, Alejandro, Emma, Brian, Angelique, Evelyn, Arizbe, Sophia, Mark, Xana, Isabella, James, Jessica, Chloe, Jason, Liam, Terry, Adam, Hazel, Crystal, Jennifer, Jack, Anna, Scott, Heather, Henry, Jamie, David, Serenity, Rick, Amy, Luna, Destiny, Natasha, Andrea, Joey, Sierra, Peyton, Ashley, Rachel, Ralphie, Lucas, Tiffany, Charles, Ellie, Noah, and Michael. If it wasn't spelled correctly, that does not mean like it's not your name. It's just I spelled it differently, okay? But there you go, Capricorn. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope there's a message that you can take out of this, and I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas, a wonderful month ahead. And I am sending you many blessings and much love, and I hope to read for you again soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if this resonated. I would love to hear it. If you don't want to share your story, that's fine. God knows. Just leave like emojis in the comments. That would be great. I'm trying to grow this channel. Share it with a friend if you feel the need to share it with a friend. And yeah, I hope to read for you again soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.